The war for Asgard, a new hero approaches. Time to topple another of the Maker's dominoes, removing Loki from his seat of power in Asgard. Thor, Sif, and She-Hulk journey into mystery for blood, for glory, and for a rebellion, and discover a surprising new ally. Ultimate, Volume 4, Issue 11. A diabolical genius known as the Maker used time travel to create his ideal Earth by systematically preventing anyone from ever becoming a superhero and by establishing a secret council of supervillains, the Maker's Council, that rules the world from the shadows. But now the Maker is gone, locked away for the next 8 months by inventor Howard Stark. Howard's teenage son Tony took on the codename Iron Lad and began recruiting a network of heroes to fight back against the Maker's Council and prepare for the Maker's return. The first of these heroes was the god of thunder Thor, who had been imprisoned while his brother Loki, god of mischief, ruled over the 9 realms. But when Thor and Sif, Thor's former jailer turned comrade, learned how the Maker placed the villainous usurper on the throne, they returned to Asgard to foment rebellion. Sif and Thor traveled to Nidavellir, the realm of the dwarves, and their divine industry, where its carefree craftsmen have been reduced to overworked factory workers under the reign of King Loki. The Asgardian duo find the bickering brothers Brock and Eitri and convince them to join their uprising against Loki. The brothers provide them with cloaks that grant them invisibility to avoid Loki's spies and to infiltrate Asgard. Upon their arrival in Asgard, they find King Loki sitting on his throne, having grown fat, drunk, and dim-witted ever since he came into power. Nowadays, the former trickster god makes self-absorbed epic poems from drinking dwarf-made poet mead in front of his cowed and terrified court, while his aforementioned audience, both allies and enemies, are forever elderly and begging for Idunn's golden apples to temporarily restore their youth. Loki also has Odin's decapitated head displayed next to his throne. Frost giants occupy Asgard, while Loki's daughter, Queen Hela, provides him with her undead army to police the realm in exchange for her place in Valhalla. Thor and Sif continue their travels through the 9 realms. In Alfheim, they find light elves being forced by the hand to make censored and uninspired stories. In Vanaheim, they try to convince the Vanir to join their uprising, but the Vanir decline as Loki had left them and their realm alone. Frustrated by Vanir's unwillingness to fight Loki, Thor and Sif spend time alone together. Due to time moving very fast, Sif wakes up to find Thor missing. Thor eventually returns, his body covered in burns and reeking of sulfur. Sif asks where he had gone and what he had done. After Thor explains to Sif the duo began the war on Loki, Thor launches a surprise attack on Jotunheim, where he single-handedly slay millions of frost giants in order to gain Loki's attention. Distracted by Thor's attack, Loki leaves Asgard for his fatherland, allowing Sif to attack Valhalla and free Idunn with her golden apples. With Idunn, Thor and Sif hide in Niflheim, where they start gathering Asgardians and descendants who given golden apples to restore their youth. Meanwhile, Loki is left furious by attack before he gathers his forces to reinforce his oppression across the 9 realms and revoke the freedoms once granted to the Vanir. However, his actions have turned many to join the swelling ranks of Thor and Sif's resistance. After his post-embrace with Sif, Thor travels to Muspelheim, where he makes a deal with the fire giant Surtur, who approves Thor's offer to burn it all down. In the realm of Midgard, Earth, Tony Stark installs the Immortus Engine into his chest. He then notices something on the screen and demands Doom to explain, as they see the Ultimates lying dead at the hands of the Hulk. 7 months remaining. Ultimates, Volume 4, Issue 12.